It's 6:20 p.m. on September 8th. 33-year-old Marcus Wilson is locked in his garage. His wife, Elena Christensen, forcibly trapped him inside their own house after an argument involving their 3 children. He decides to call 911, hoping for help, but things would quickly spiral into tragedy. Sheriff's Office, emergency. All right, you guys have been out to my house twice today. And then most recently the deputy talked my wife into letting me in the house. And then she locked me in the garage and, tried to break my arm. And I was trying to get back inside. And when I said, "What was that? You just shooting somebody?" She just shot him. Immediately, the dispatcher realizes the severity of the situation, rushing officers to the scene. However, these officers have no idea what they are blindly walking into because Elena isn't just anyone. She is a high-ranking officer in the U.S. Navy. But to understand how things escalated this far, we first need to look at the events that took place prior to this call.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
911 call would be made by Elena at 12:53 p.m., where she would make a worrying claim. Sheriff's Office, emergency. Hi, can I go to the police office and come to my house? 6184. Okay, what's going on? My husband pushed me up against the wall and threw me on the floor. Okay, does anyone have any weapons? There's brothers in my house. And what's your first and last name? Rico. I don't want him to take my daughter. Okay. Give me one moment so I can have my deputies on the way. Okay. Don't hang up. Police immediately rushed to the scene. Upon arrival, however, they were met with an unexpected sight. Marcus, Elena's husband, was seated outside, already waiting for them, not Elena, who had made the 911 call. We, talked to you guys. His daughter, if I go inside, she's got a shot and her pistol in the bedroom with her. Okay, and my pistol is on the dashboard of my truck. I'll put it all pretty for you. Okay, you stay out here, man. I'm still. Her name is Elena. Her name is Elena. She's got both the kids in there with her. All right, do me a favor and lift your shirt up a little bit. Yeah, of course. So, why don't you give me a rundown on what happened during your argument? All right. So, she called me right now because she figured out that I want to take my kids to my parents' house in Georgia. More for me, I guess I want to have a break from her. A little bit of backstory in March. She tried to, after she was inpatient and that she was in an outpatient group for a while. She got kicked out of that group. So, she was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder in March or April. Got kicked out of her first therapy group. Got kicked out of her second therapy group. And she skipped her last 2 individual therapies. Okay. Well, so what happened today causing her to pick the phone up and call? I guess she called 911. I didn't look. She found out I was packing my car. That's what the upset was. Yes, that you're going to Georgia to see their grandparents. Yep. And she's like, was she allowed to go? Did you plan on her coming? No, I didn't plan on her coming. Okay, you're just going to do it? Take a break. Yeah. And they're your kids, right? They're your kids. They're my kids. Okay, y'all are married, had kids. They're your blood. Yeah, they're both of our kids. And then I have a stepdaughter who's probably going to be here about 45 minutes from school, and she is my stepdaughter, is fully hers legally, as she told me before if my Kylie is my 12-year-old. She said, if you take, I can't stop you from taking the little kids, 'cause they're yours. But if you take my 12-year-old, I will press charges. Marcus clearly fears for his kid's safety because of Elena's mental health, and he tried to take matters into his own hands. He had decided that taking the kids away temporarily would be best for them, but Elena refused to let this happen. This morning, my laptop was missing all around the house. Finally, wait a minute, the dishwasher was running all night with my damn MacBook in the dishwasher. $2,500 computer. So it was the start. Well, I guess the culmination of a long bad path. Okay, and cut me off from all the credit cards she has control over. She's the primary breadwinner in the family. It's worth noting that Marcus had also been in the Navy, but had retired early. With little financial support from him, Elena took on the responsibility of covering the family's expenses, and her job as a high-ranking Navy officer became the primary source of income for the family. Perhaps that's why she felt entitled to take away all of Marcus's credit cards. But that would not be the only thing she tried to take away from him. It's not healthy for the kids to be around it. She's made repeated comments to the kids, the local 3-4-year-olds since, well, today. The police are coming to save us 'cause Daddy hurt Mommy. First of all, I didn't. Second of all, you don't tell a child that. Sure. Was at any point in time he get physical? I told you I tried to grab my daughter last night and she got physical and stopped me. So I backed the hell off at that point. That kind of allegation is the last thing I needed. At this point, police couldn't intervene without clear evidence of violence. Marcus denied laying hands on Elena, and with no visible injuries, signs of a struggle or immediate threat, officers decided to leave the residence. But just before they left,
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
a crime occurred, yeah, good to go. Like what? A crime occurs? Crime occurred. So, if she's slapped across the face and you got claw marks and a red handprint on your cheek, that's different. You say, yeah, she slapped me. I believe you. I see the handprint. I almost wish. Nobody could have expected that this comment would eerily predict the tragedy that was about to unfold. Dispatch would receive a second call at 5 p.m., just 4 hours after the initial one, but this time from Marcus. My wife has locked all the doors and said I'm not allowed to come in. So I'm outside with my daughter screaming that she wants to go inside, and I can't. Okay. What's your, yeah, y'all have already been out here once today. Yeah. And you said that now your wife is not allowing you to come outside. Come inside. Yeah. Come inside. Okay. Like another child is home as well. Yeah. My 4-year-old's inside. She said he's napping, and my 12-year-old stepdad is inside. At this point, Elena has chosen to lock Marcus out of the house along with their 3-year-old daughter. And with the couple's arguments becoming increasingly tense, the police returned to resolve the situation. Hello, you here? Yes, sir. Indeed. What can I do for you? I'm Deputy L. Can I share something? Hey, my wife won't let me in my house. Is this your wife? Yep. Okay. Can I talk to you over here? My daughter, please. Hey, can I just have you wait right there for just one moment? Okay. So, what's going on today, sir? Um, she's got mental health stuff going on. I was trying to leave for Georgia, a break from her and the kids earlier today. She took my photo ID, all my access to money and everything, and then took the kids inside and locked me out. I've been locked outside in the driveway. Okay. For the last couple hours. You live here? Yeah. Yeah, we're co-owners. We both. Okay. So I've been on the phone with family to see through the Navy and all that day. So I haven't cared about that on the outside. Okay. Until she came outside with my daughter on the porch. Okay. Screaming. So I came over and she gave my daughter to me, and that's kind of like the last straw. You guys still married? I mean for now. Yeah. It's still legal and it's common property. Yep. Yeah. So she's not allowed to stop me from entering my house. If it's your house and you still live here, by all means, you got to enter your home. However, you got to enter your home. Yeah. So she's allowed to change the lots and I'm allowed to break a window. Is that what you're saying? I'm not telling you to break a window. If you want to tear, I mean it's your property. However, you got to get into your house. You got to get into your house. It's your home and you live here and you got your items in there. If you got to get in, however you got to get in, you can't escort me in. No. And let me in. Well, I'm going to talk to her in just a second, but we'll figure out what's going on. But at any point, was this argument? Was it physical? Was it anybody hit, scratch, kick, bite, push, anything like that? Poke, anything even? No. Yet again, Marcus expresses that nothing physical had happened between the two, and Elena's mental health spiraling out of control is the reason for their ongoing argument. But with Elena now outside, the officer makes his way over to her, and she describes her side of the story much differently. And so he wants to take him to Georgia. Yeah. I was talking to him about wanting a divorce, and he said if he can take the kids to Georgia, and he can because we're still married. Okay. Got into an argument about it. He pushed me up against the wall. He threw me up to the floor in the bathroom, and that's when I called the police. Okay. Earlier today. Okay. Then I locked him out. Okay. Well, he had been in contact with my man. Okay. So, he said that there's allegations of emotional abuse. Okay. So obviously I don't want him in there. Okay. You know, him and I arguing in front of the kids, so my daughter, she woke up. I get over it from naps or whatever. Sure. And it's usually like him, and I will pass her back and forth and kind of, she's pickle who she wants better. So, if she woke up in the nap, and when you say your daughter, you mean that one. Yeah. Yeah. When she woke up like that, I brought her out here because she's used to him, and so I brought her out here, so he can help calm her down. He snatched her from me and then started trying to use her too. I don't know. Okay. He said, she doesn't want to come in the house. Like, daddy's there. Okay. Sad being manipulative. It's not as good as the environment. This is house too, right? He lives here too. We can't lock each other out of the house. I mean, if we do, he's got every right to enter the house however he's in her house. Okay. And same thing if you change the locks, he's got every right to get in the house however he's got to get in the house. Okay. He lives here. He's got property here. For the betterment of your daughter, whatever you guys want, you got to put aside for the kids. I agree. But he told you not to talk to him. I'm not going to let him in the house that he's going to come in and start arguing. But at the same time that's leaving the child. I mean, that's kind of the child out here for herself. Does that make sense? Yeah, for sure. I didn't want him to do that. Okay. But I mean, I can't stop him from going inside the house. Well, that's fine. I just wanted him to. Me so that she's not out here. Okay. They said earlier that since I didn't have any bruises and there's nobody to witness, him getting physical with me, they could do. Despite Elena accusing Marcus of assault, the deputy found no evidence of injury or signs of an altercation on either of them and left the house once again. No one could have anticipated just how much this situation was about to escalate, changing the life of this family forever. And it's in times like these. Sheriff's Office, emergency.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
Break my arm when I was trying to get back inside. She's currently got me locked in the garage because earlier she broke both of the big doors. And then when I came out here to fix it after getting in the house earlier, she locked the door behind me, and then when I tried to... What was that? He just shot me. Shooting somebody driving. She just shot him. I just heard for shots. Sir, are you there? Sir, are you there? He's not answering. The dispatcher would let Marcus know that officers were on their way. But to no response. All police in the area were quickly notified and raced to the scene. Anybody else in there? Can we open this? Police would arrive just minutes later, but by then it would be too late. Marcus was found deceased in the garage, lying in a pool of his own blood. While forensic investigators processed the scene, other officers secured Elena, who appeared to be in a state of shock. Hold on. Come here. It's okay. Are you in? Well, do me a favor. Can you, they're working on it right now. Okay. I need you to go with the deputy. Have a secret car. She's going to hang out. Take her. I'll get the EMS to come check her out. She's shot. Where's your kids at? That's my oldest right there. Okay. She's 12. Her dad. All right. Have a seat. Have a seat. I don't know yet, man. I just got here. No, I'm fine. That's just my kids. My husband. Kids in the house. No, they're with the neighbor. He's dead. I saw him, and I tried to help you understand. Well, let's not talk about that right now. Okay. My kids don't have a dad or a mom. No. And that's my fault, right? All right. For right now, we're just going to do this for right now. Okay. For your safety. For ours. Okay? I'm the murderer. Listen right now. You're being investigated. No, you said arrest me. I killed my husband. Elena immediately tells the officers that she's the one who shot Marcus, unsure if he's still alive. She appears stunned and confused. She then says the children are at the neighbor's house, and officers go to verify their safety. Hello, Mr. Jinx. I'm sorry, Mr. Curtis. Yes, sir. We're on Jinx. I'm sorry. You have the 3 children over here, 2 here. Are they okay? Can I put my eyes on it real quick? Yes. I think she saw it, 'cause she's in there crying, bawling her eyes out right now.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you and back to the video.
Are upset, but the 12-year-old, 13-year-old, I think it is, she's obviously upset, 'cause she's obviously seeing something. I'm not talking to her. Yeah, she's sitting there on the couch. I was just picking up. Yes, they're coming. With the kids safe and accounted for, Elena is taken to the police station for formal questioning. Though she'd confessed on body cam to shooting Marcus, detectives knew that an informal admission alone might not hold up strongly in court, especially given Elena's position as a high-ranking Navy officer. Their goal now was simple: to get Elena's confession documented on record and remove any room for doubt or manipulation later on. But as soon as the interview began, Elena completely changed her story.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you and back to the video.
Pushed me up against the doorway. He threw me on the ground and said nobody would believe me, 'cause I was a crazy bitch. I told him that I wanted a divorce, so he was just trying to take the kids. He's in the garage again and I locked him out. He tried coming in, so I blocked the door, and he kicked my foot and was trying to push to go to the door, and I was trying to keep him out. I shot him. He was still coming towards me. I don't think I shut the door. Elena claims she shot Marcus in self-defense. She tells the detectives that she was assaulted by Marcus and feared for her safety. However, her story is inconsistent with what the officers witnessed on the scene. Elena had no visible injuries to support her claim. And so, the detectives continue pushing for answers to make a clear timeline of events. How many times did you shoot him over? Such a mean to shoot him.
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you and back to the video.
Did you already have the gun in your hands? Why did you have the gun when you went to the garage door? I just wanted to go. Why did they arrest him when I called the police? Why did they arrest him? I didn't want him dead. I wasn't out there. I didn't die. Elena evades their question by shifting the blame entirely onto the officers, failing to accept responsibility for the killing. Elena now decides to stop answering any questions entirely. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I have to talk to my dad. Get your phone really important to understand your perception of what was going on with your husband. I don't want to answer any more questions. I have to talk to. Before we let you call our dad, and we give you just a little bit of information, you understand how important it is that we get your statement. He was on the phone with 911 when this happened. I understand. Okay, so we have an audio recording of when this happened and what was going on. Okay, the only thing that we have on that recording is your husband talking to our dispatch saying that you locked him in the garage. Your husband is calm in the garage. Okay. And then the second later, the door opens. One shot goes off. He tells our dispatch, "She just shot me." About 5 more seconds go by and 3 more shots go off. Okay, that is very important information, but we can only see so much of it. It was me. What were you? I shot him. I told you. What was he doing? You said he made you do this towards me. No, I didn't say that, and I don't want to answer any more questions. I want to talk to my dad. I need a lawyer. Knowing she does not have much of a self-defense case, she brings the interrogation to a sudden end. The officers then allow Elena to call her father, and she wastes no time telling him what went down. "Hello, Daddy. Daddy, where are you?" "I'm in an office." "Daddy, you're at the police." Yeah, you're at the police station. Yeah. I killed my wallet. I know you did. I know you did. I'm trying to figure out why. Threatening you or even to her father. Elena fails to give him reason for the killing and doesn't confirm that Marcus had actually been threatening her at the time. And despite Elena's previous claims, the interrogation ultimately concluded with her being arrested. During her trial, Elena was found guilty of murdering her husband, Marcus Wilson. Here's what actually happened. After the cops left following their second visit, Marcus entered the house to collect his belongings, which Elena had taken from him hours earlier. When Marcus stepped back into the garage, Elena locked the door behind him, trapping him inside. It was then that Marcus messaged friends and family before making the 911 call. During the call, Elena returned, opening the door with a gun in her hand. While Marcus was still on the phone and Elena stood behind him, she fired 4 shots into his back, leaving him with no chance of survival. In September 2024, Elena Christensen was convicted of first-degree premeditated murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.